check it out. What's up everybody, Subaru WRX fan here for another weekly update. Now I'm filming this on a Thursday, but I'll be uploading it tomorrow on Friday because I'll be away from my computer tomorrow and won't be able to film. But I just got some news just in time I want to tell you about. Thanks to someone that posted on the Subaru WRX fan Facebook page, the orders are now open for the 2014 BRZ. And he must be connected to the dealer network as he was one of the first people to find out about the orders being available. I'm not sure about any new developments or anything new updates wise that they're doing for the BRZ. I don't know. It could very well just be the same exact car, just with a 2014 in front of it instead of a 2013. But if I find out any more information about it, otherwise I'll let you know probably in a separate video as soon as I find out. But yeah, so 2014 BRZs are out there able to be ordered, and obviously right now I think they're still running like about a 3-month waiting list. So if you place your order here in August, you're probably not going to be able to get it until maybe October sometime. But yeah, pretty exciting stuff for those of you. I know there's a few of you that were actually waiting because you wanted a 14 and you didn't want a 13. So you should be able to put your order in now if you want one. And yeah, so that's exciting stuff. I'm curious to see if they do any updates, but I don't think they will. So I'm going to keep this little update part pretty short because I have a lot of news to talk about this week. But the only little update that I have is I got an all-time high new miles per gallon in this car. I was doing a drive to Ohio a few days ago, and I just decided to check my miles per gallon. I reset it at the beginning of my trip. It was mostly highway, and I was sitting at 38 miles per gallon for highway. And I was like, wow, well, I'm not even trying to get good gas mileage. Let me try and get good gas mileage and see how well this does. So I did, and I hypermiled, just kept it in 6th gear, cruise control, going relaxed pace. This was on 93 octane gas, by the way, and I was able to max it out at 39.1 miles per gallon over the whole course of the trip, which was pretty crazy in my opinion. So yeah, I thought that was pretty awesome. I don't know, tell me what you've been getting gas mileage wise. I know a lot of people have said, wow, you do get really high gas mileage. I don't know if it's just the type of gas I use or what. I mean, I've noticed I think I get the best results on Shell, but really, I mean, I put BP in here most of the time and it seems to work pretty well for me. But yeah, so let me know what you're getting in your 86, whether it's the FRS or the BRZ or the GT86. Let me know what you're getting gas mileage wise, but I'd be curious to see if anyone's beaten my 39 miles per gallon on the stock map. Now, if I was running like a upgraded map or something, I might even get even better gas mileage. So really, I mean, considering 39.1 was my average, that means I was doing more than that at some point in time to get me up over that number, because there was times where I was certainly getting less than 39 miles per gallon. So I mean, really, this car is capable of 40 miles per gallon if you really take it easily. And I mean, it makes sense. You have a lightweight, small little car with a small little 2-liter engine with a 6-speed manual transmission. I mean, it's just, that's one of the biggest selling points for this car, is you get such good gas mileage. You can just drive and drive this thing and you hardly burn any fuel. It's great. Another great perk of owning this car. So anyway, guys, that's it for all the updates. So I'll send it back to me at the news desk for the news. Right, so for this week's news, first thing I want to talk about is the LA Auto Show is coming up here in November, and it's been announced that 9 car companies are going to be debuting a world debut car here in LA. It's going to be BMW, Chevrolet, Ford, Honda, Mercedes-Benz, Mini, Porsche, Subaru, and Volkswagen. Not sure what Subaru's debuting, because we heard the WRX is going to be coming out of Frankfurt, but it could very well be debuting in LA instead. I'm not sure. This is all rumors at this point. Also, Ford debuting something new. That could potentially be the new Mustang, although I don't think we'll see that car this year. I think it'll be next year sometime. But so yeah, that should be exciting for sure to see what the new debuts are. Next is that Jaguar is readying an SUV for the Frankfurt Auto Show. Frankfurt, also has some awesome debuts all the time. So Jaguar is going to be coming out with an SUV, and that should be interesting to see how that does. It's pretty uncharted territory for them, and so it'll be interesting to see what they do. And speaking of SUVs, the Porsche Macan has been spotted out, completely uncovered, just a little bit of camo on the headlights and taillights, and basically it looks like a Cayenne. I don't know if they're trying to rob sales from the Cayenne or what, but I mean, it looks almost as big as a Cayenne. I mean, it's obviously a little smaller, but it looks so similar to the Cayenne that I don't know. It's going to be interesting to see how that reflects in the Cayenne sales. Another thing is that Lamborghini has announced yet another edition of the Gallardo. This is the Gallardo LP570-4 Squadra Corse, and it's basically like the Super Trofeo Stradale, except this one is with the new revised front bumper and rear bumper. And I love Lamborghinis, but I am so sick of all these editions. Like, I mean, I'm assuming they're releasing this to tide us over, considering we probably won't see the new Lamborghini Cabrera until the Geneva Motor Show next spring. But still, I mean, what's the point in making all these editions? I mean, I don't know. They're trying to just squeeze every last sale out of the Gallardo that they can. But I mean, it's just like beating a dead horse at this point. Just let it go. Another cool thing is that the 2015 Subaru Legacy prototype was caught testing in Michigan, and it has a lot of camo on it. It's going to be hard to really see much of anything, although the front headlights look a lot like the brand new Honda Accords. So Subaru, just please don't make this car bland like a Honda Accord. I hope that it looks like it's going to be about the same size as the current Legacy. I hope they put another turbocharged power plant in this one and bring back the 2.5 GT and maybe even a Spec B model. And but yeah, interested to see how that turns out with that car. And another hot sedan that's just been spied is the Lexus Gs F. It has the ISF taillights, it has the same rims we saw on the RCF that I talked about a couple weeks ago, and it was just sitting on a lift, and apparently Lexus employees were like rushing in front of it to like block the cameras. They were able to snap a few shots of the back end. I'm not sure if this is actually going to ever happen. They've been talking about GSF for years and years and years, and no one's ever seen it or heard any updates or anything, so they're saying this will have, you know, a tuned version of the ISF V8 in it, and it's going to be an M5 fighter, but your guess is as good as mine as far as when this thing's actually going to see the light of day. And then the last thing I want to talk about is Ford is actually doing a free Octane Academy driving school for anyone that buys a Focus ST or Fiesta ST. Now you have to pay for the traveling expenses and your lodging and stuff like that, but they're giving you a free driving school when you buy one of these cars, which is really cool. I mean, because everyone knows a driver mod is the best way to make your car faster. And so this is incredibly cool because driving lessons aren't cheap at a performance driving school. So that's a really cool incentive. I think Ford is really on top of their game as far as their cars they've been coming out with, their marketing, everything. I really am starting to become a Ford fan big time, and that gave a lot of respect points to Ford in my opinion. That's really sweet that they're offering free driving school to the owners of those cars. And yeah, so that's it for all the news this week, guys, though, so I'll send it back to me in the car. Alright, guys, hope you enjoyed the news portion, so I'll leave you with a nice little acceleration here like I always do. Alright, guys, so there you go, nice little acceleration like always, and I'll see you next week. Take care.